Welcome, welcome dear student in one another session. Myself Darshana Sandeep Shinde and our today's discussion topic is central nervous system stimulant. Let's start our session. Learning outcomes of our today's sessions are students are able to understand and recognize classification of central nervous system stimulant. What is meant by analeptics? Pharmacological actions of CNS stimulants, adverse effect and therapeutic uses of CNS stimulants. First of all, we see what is meant by analeptics. Analeptics are the central nervous system stimulants are also known as the analeptics. Their name clearly indicate that these drugs stimulate the central nervous system. In particular, the respiratory and other vital centers in a medulla are stimulated by these drugs. Classification of analeptic or central nervous system stimulants is divided into three parts. First of all, cortical stimulants, those which stimulate the cerebral cortex. Example of it is xanthine alkaloid and amphetamine. Then medullary stimulants, those which stimulate the medulla oblongata. Example of nicotinamide, then piroxine and letrozole. And third one is spinal stimulants, those which stimulate the spinal cord. Example of it strychnine, lobeline and nicotine. First of all, we see the cortical stimulants. It is divided into again 2 to 3 parts. First of all, it's divided into xanthine alkaloid. Example of it is caffeine, theophylline and theobromine. Pharmacological action of xanthine alkaloids. First of all, we see on the central nervous system. Among the xanthine alkaloids, caffeine possesses most significant action of CNS. It mainly acts on the cerebral cortex. In a larger doses, it stimulates the medullary centers and also the spinal cords. Central nervous system's action is divided into again three parts: action on the cerebral cortex, medulla and spinal cord. First of all, on the cerebral cortex, they stimulate the mental activity and physical performance. Then they causes the wakefulness and reduce the rate of onset of fatigue. They increases the calculating power of the brain, that is the speed of the mental arithmetic is greater, and motor activity for the muscular work is also increased by these drugs on the cerebral cortex. Then medulla, large dose of the caffeine stimulate the respiratory vagal and the vasomotor center. Then the drug increases the sensitivity of the respiratory system to the carbon dioxide. Then this stimulation of the vasomotor and vagal centers tends to increase the blood pressure. And the next one is the spinal cord. Very large dose of the caffeine produce an effect in the reflex excitability of the spinal cord. Then effect on the cardiovascular system. In that, first of all, we say on the heart, xanthine have the direct stimulation action on the myocardium and tends to increase the heart rate, cardiac force of contraction, and thus the cardiac output also increases. The effect of the vagus stimulation is reducing the heart rate. Then another one experience or action on the cardiovascular system is the on the blood vessel. That is, xanthine causes the vascular peripheral vasodilation as a direct effect on a smooth muscle. The coronary blood vessels are dilated and coronary flow is increased. The cerebral blood vessel also shows the constriction. This is the effect of xanthine on cardiovascular system. Then on smooth muscle, xanthine also relax the other smooth muscles. The other important action is the relaxation of the bronchial muscle. Then the theophylline is useful in abolishing the bronchospasm. Then on the skeletal muscle, caffeine strengthens the skeletal muscle concentration, increases the muscle metabolism and postpone the muscle fatigue. The increased ability of the individual to do the work more from this action. Then effect on kidney, xanthine produces the increased urine output. Theophylline increases the renal blood flow and the glomerular filtration rate. by the action on the nephron. It reduces the reabsorption of the sodium chloride and water, thus act as a diuretics. In this way, they act as a diuretics. Then adverse effects of xanthine. Caffeine does not cause the severe toxicity. The drug may produce the confusion, tremors, insomnia, excitement, headache, and hyperacidity. Tolerance is developed after prolonged use of xanthine, mainly to the cortical stimulant. And then diuretic and peripheral vasodilator effects are also seen. Xanthine also produces the habituations. Therapeutic uses of the xanthine below are mentioned. Therapeutic uses: stimulants for the relief from the fatigue and the mild depression, and then in the treatment of the headache because its action on the cerebral blood vessel. Then theophylline in the form of the aminophylline is used in the bronchial asthma. Then theophylline used as a diuretics. Then next one is the amphetamine. Amphetamine and methylamphetamine are the sympathomimetics amines. They have both central and peripheral action. Amphetamine stimulates the several regions of the brain, mainly the cortex, spinal cord, and medulla. Then it causes the wakefulness, alertness, improves the mental activity. It postpones the fatigue and improves the physical performance. The mood elevation action of the drug is responsible for its abuse. Then the effect on the drug on the smooth muscle is variable. The bronchial smooth muscle relax while the bladder muscles, gastrointestinal muscle shows the constriction. Amphetamine by its action on the feeding center hypothalamus reducing the appetite which lead to the weight loss. Then adverse effect of its: palpitation, restlessness, insomnia, tremors, confusion, erratic behavior are some commonly encountered adverse effect. Amphetamine causes the drug dependence which is of psychological type. Then therapeutic uses of amphetamine in the treatment of the narcolepsy, attack of sleep in the daytime, that is, are the some commonly encountered adverse effect. Amphetamine in the dose of 30 to 40 milligram per day in a divided dose prevent the attack of the sleep. The drug should not be administered after 4 p.m. as it increases with the or it interferes with the natural sleep. In the treatment of the obesity, amphetamine and d-amphetamine, because of their anorexia, that is loss of appetite, are used to reduce the food intake in a obese person. Then preparation and dose of amphetamine sulfate IP in 2.5 to 10 milligram. The next one is a medullary stimulant drugs. Example of is nicotinamide. It is administered by the subcutaneous, intramuscular, or intravenous route. 1 to 4 ml of 25% nicotinamide solution is used. On the IV administration, the action is almost immediate. It acts on a chemoreceptor in the carotid body and reflexes stimulates respiratory center in the medulla. This action is more powerful when the respiration is already depressed. In the large doses, it may cause the convulsions. It often used in the hospitals in the hope that it will be restore the blood pressure and strengthen the heart. Then next drug is picrotoxin. It stimulates the central nervous system, especially midbrain, spinal cord. It stimulates the respiration and increase the blood pressure. It is given intravenous injection in the dose of 2 to 3 ml of 0.3% solution. The injections are repeated at the 15-minute interval until the patient is around. The large dose produce clonic convulsions distinct from the tonic convulsions of the strychnine. It is also used to treat the patient suffering from the overdose of the barbiturates. Then laptazole or metrazole or cardiazole. It stimulates whole CNS but predominantly the medulla. Stimulation of respiratory center in the medulla is of the therapeutic usefulness. It is also stimulate the vasomotor and vagus center. It also introduced as a medullary stimulant to raise the blood pressure by stimulating the vasomotor center. This lead to the rise in the blood pressure and therefore improve the coronary flow. Hence, the heart may be benefited directly, but letrozole has no action on the heart. The large dose produces the clonic convulsions, which of short duration. Then next, spinal stimulants in that strychnine. Strychnine is an alkaloid obtained from the seeds of the tree Strychnus noxomica. It has no important therapeutic value but proves as a useful research tool in the study of mode of action of conversion drugs. Strychnine act mainly on the spinal cord, abolish the inhibitory postsynaptic potentiation, perhaps by acting as a competitive antagonist to inhibitory transmitter by preventing its release. This action causes the augmentation and the spread of the motor components of reflex acts, reduces the inhibitory component and threshold for the simple spinal reflexes. The sensation of touch, smell, hearing, visions are more acute in the small dose. Strychnine stimulates the gastric secretions also. It has thus been used as a tonic through the there is a little evidence for its value. Then poisoning by the strychnine does not occur. Sometimes it may be the homicidal. Then lobeline. Lobeline is an alkaloid obtained from the Lobelia inflata. Lobeline resembles the nicotine in its pharmacological action. Its central stimulants of the respiration, lowering the threshold of the respiratory center and make the more sensitive to the stimulation by carbon dioxide. It is not much use nowadays. Better analeptics are available now. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any queries, this is my mail ID.